What's going on, guys? Arrow here and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, guys, it has finally happened. Pokemon Legends Arceus has fully been leaked and data mined, and there has been so much new information that has come out, so I figured I would make this one giant video for you guys that's going to compile pretty much everything from the bottom to the top about everything that is leaked from this game. Now I did upload a video yesterday talking about some of the leaks from the data mine as well, but unfortunately the Nintendo Ninjas did manage to find that video and took it down and blocked it because they didn't want me to show you guys like the images of the actual new forms of the Pokemon and stuff like that. So when I do talk about that stuff today, but also there's a ton of new stuff that has come out as well, which I'm also going to be covering, so this will be really that one video that's going to have just all the leaks put together. I'm not really going to show you guys any more images now because I don't want the Nintendo Ninjas to catch this video as well. So if you guys do want to see images of the leaked Pokemon forms and stuff like that, there will be a link below in the description and you guys can actually see all of the new forms and the Pokemon and the typings and the names and everything, so I'll just have it linked below instead of showing you guys in the video. Now real quick before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I'm actually partnered with Best Buy now, so there will be a link below in the description to Pokemon Legends Arceus, both the digital version and the physical version. If you click the link and then buy from there, you can really support me and help out the channel a lot, so I would really appreciate it. And Best Buy is awesome because they'll actually send you the game the day that it comes out, you'll get it delivered right to your doorstep next week, and you'll get free shipping and all of that too. So the game is looking really cool with all these leaks coming out, so I do feel like it's going to be worth picking up and I'm very excited for it. So if you are also interested in buying the game, I would really appreciate it if you buy clicking the link. Alright, but moving into the data mine leaks, there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's like over 100 leaks and a lot of cool stuff that has happened. So the first thing that I want to do is just do like a quick recap of the stuff that I mentioned in yesterday's video for the people who didn't see it. And unfortunately the video did get taken down, so the information isn't out there and I still want to talk about it, so I'm just going to mention that real quick. Alright, so the first thing that we have here is the official director for Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that is actually Mr. Kazumasa Iwao, the person who was also behind Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And this guy's actually really cool. He's like one of the younger staff at Game Freak, and honestly I'm actually very happy that this is the person who is behind Legends Arceus. He directed Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I mean he came up with a lot of cool stuff in that game that people really loved, like Team Rainbow Rocket, so to have his ideas and stuff behind Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can really see a lot of the creativity in the game. And also something related to this that's a little funny is that this is actually the first game that Mr. Masuda is not involved with at all. It says here that he only kind of just supervised the game, but he really wasn't involved with Pokemon Legends Arceus at all. And I mean, that's actually kind of funny because this game is looking like it's going to be really good. A lot of people are actually very positive about this game so far. And I do find that kind of funny because as much as I love Mr. Masuda and all the stuff that he's done for Pokemon, I mean, he's obviously had a huge impact, you know, kind of directing, you know, Ruby Sapphire, Diamond Pearl, Black and White, and a lot of these other big games. I do feel that nowadays his kind of touch with the fan base in Pokemon isn't really the best, especially with kind of how he feels that like children don't really deserve to have really super hard games anymore and how they're more attached to mobile games and things like that. I don't really like his kind of philosophy that he has with games nowadays, so I'm actually kind of happy now that he is kind of staying a little away from the more recent games and giving kind of the younger staff with a lot more creativity a chance to work on these games. Alright, so something else that's actually kind of cool is the theories that people did have about time travel and stuff being implemented into this game are in fact true. The game actually starts off with Arceus sending you back in time from the future, and the protagonist character is 15 years old, and so that's actually really kind of cool how they do this, and it really does explain how you do have like a phone and other items from the future. Some other details about the gameplay is that there is actually fall damage, so if you were hoping if you could just jump off a mountain and be fine, no, you can't do that. You're actually going to take fall damage and your trainer is going to get hurt. And the same thing with the water, I think you can actually drown, it looks like, as well. So yeah, there is going to be stuff like that which is going to be kind of realistic, so you can't just do whatever you want in the game. It also looks like that there's going to be some type of first-person mode where you can actually walk with the camera really zoomed in, and you can even see your partner Pokemon beside you walking along with you, and it's just a really cool kind of interesting perspective to view the game at. You can also battle multiple Pokemon at the same time, so you can see right here some gameplay of this Oshawott which is fighting off against two Shinx, so you can take one down and then immediately go into battle with the other. There's a lot of different types of Pokeballs as well, so you can see right here that you have your basic ones like your normal Pokeball, your Great Ball, and the Ultra Ball, but there's also some other new ones here as well, and it looks like this greenish kind of one is going to be for Pokemon with Pokemon Home, so some cool stuff there as well with the new Pokeballs. Now, a very interesting new type of gameplay mechanic is that you're actually going to have to choose now when you want your Pokemon to evolve. So once you actually reach the criteria for your Pokemon being able to evolve, it's not just going to evolve right after it reaches a certain level, but rather you're going to go into the menu and choose the evolve button yourself. So that's actually kind of cool itself, and it's actually a really cool cutscene. The cutscene that happens for the evolution is way too epic in this game for no reason. I'm a big fan of it and it looks really cool. So you're actually going to have to manually evolve your Pokemon, which is something that you've never done before in previous Pokemon games. Now, for the total number of Pokemon that are inside of this game, there is going to be 242 Pokemon inside of Legends Arceus, so it isn't like the biggest number to some people, and I know that some people might find that number a little disappointing, but honestly, with the way that they kind of made this game, with the scope of it, and how it has so many different changes to it, and even how the Pokemon all have like their own different animations and stuff, there's a lot of work that went into them, so I'm totally fine with them only having 242, but I know to some people, like if your favorite Pokemon isn't in, then you might not really want to get the game, so I do have a list here of all the Pokemon lines that are confirmed to be in the game, so you can take a look right here and see every single Pokemon from each generation that is in the game. Now, in terms of the Sinnoh Dex, the entire Sinnoh Dex is already in the game, so every Pokemon from Turtwig all the way up to Arceus is already in the game, so if your favorite Pokemon is anywhere in the Sinnoh Dex, you don't have to worry, it's guaranteed to be in the game. Now, the Pokedex actually ends at 240 in the game, however you can do 2 extra missions in the post-game for Darkrai and Shaman, which will bump it up to 242. Alright, so moving into the new forms, I'm not going to show you guys the images of them like I did in the previous video because I don't want to get this video struck again. However, like I said, I will have a link below in the description so you can click that and it'll show you like a chart with all the images of the new forms and you'll be able to see the typings and the names and all of that as well. So real quick, in terms of the forms, we do have new forms for all of the starter Pokemon's final evolutions. So we have Hisuian Decidueye, which is going to be a grass and fighting type Pokemon, Hisuian Typhlosion, which is going to be fire and ghost, and then Hisuian Samurott, which is going to be water and dark. Then we've got some Hisuian forms for Pokemon we already know about, so like Hisuian Growlithe, which was fire and rock, Hisuian Arcanine is also going to be fire and rock, Hisuian Voltorb, which was electric and grass, and then Hisuian Electrode, which is also the same typing. We also have the brand new Pokemon Cleaver, which is going to be a bug and rock type Pokemon, but there's also a Hisuian Quillfish, which is going to be dark and poison, and it's going to evolve into a brand new Pokemon called Overquill, which is also going to be dark and poison. There's a new Hisuian Sneasel as well, which is going to be a poison and fighting type, and that's going to evolve into a brand new Pokemon called Sneasler, which is also poison and fighting. There's also a brand new evolution for Ursaring called Ursaluna, and that one is going to be a normal and ground type Pokemon. And of course, we already know about Wyrdeer, which is the evolution to Stantler, and that's a normal and psychic Pokemon. Hisuian Lilligant is also in this game, which is going to be a grass and fighting type Pokemon. There's also a Basculin, which is going to be like a new form that's going to evolve into the other form for Basculegion. So like you remember how Basculin have 2 different forms, there's going to be 2 different forms for the Hisuian forms as well. Moving along, we have Hisuian Zorua and Zoroark, which are already Pokemon that we know about, so they're going to be normal and ghost type Pokemon, and then we have Hisuian Braviary, which is going to be psychic and flying. But we also have some other Hisuian forms like Hisuian Avalugg, which is going to be an ice and rock type Pokemon, and Hisuian Sliggoo and Goodra, which are going to be dragon and steel. Now there's also going to be a new Pokemon which is going to be joining the trio of Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus, and this one is called Animorous, I'm pretty sure, and it's going to be a fairy and flying type Pokemon, and it even has its own Therian form, so you can see that in the image that I linked below. And then also Dialga and Palkia are going to have their brand new origin forms, which you can also see in the image that I linked below, and so these ones look like they're actually going to be kind of fused with Arceus themselves, so they look kind of interesting. I've definitely seen some mixed reactions about them, but you can go and check them out for yourself in the link below. Alright, so that's pretty much going to do it for all of the new forms, but there's also a ton of other new stuff that has come out from the data mine, and so that's what I'm going to be talking about now. So the first thing is that there's actually going to be an item called a legend plate, and so if you guys remember, we have different types of plates that you can give to Arceus to change his typing. Well, there's also going to be a new one called a legend plate, which basically makes Arceus into every Pokemon type there is. So if you are wondering how that's going to work in terms of weaknesses and stuff, pretty much it's only 4 times weak to rock, but besides that, it has a ton of immunities and stuff, so it's actually a really powerful Pokemon. There's also 25 brand new attacks which have been added into the game, so you can see on screen right here, I'm kind of scrolling through them and kind of reading the description, so if you do want to take a look at them, you can pause the video and read them for yourself, but it is kind of cool that they did add a couple of new moves. Now it also looks like a lot of new status conditions have been added, as well as stuff being kind of changed around. So for example, it says here that the sleep status is no longer in the game, but rather there's going to be a new one called drowsy, and the Pokemon is going to be drowsy and may fail to act, and all damage that it also takes is going to be increased. Your Pokemon also can't be frozen anymore, but there's a new status condition called Frostbite, where if you guys remember how when your Pokemon is burned, they take damage every turn, it's going to be like that where when your Pokemon has the Frostbite status, they're going to take damage from the Frostbite every turn, and also like how the attack stat is reduced when you're burned, for when you have Frostbite, it's going to be the special attack, which is going to be reduced for your Pokemon. There's also a brand new weather called Snow, and in the snow your Pokemon are more likely to get the Frostbite status condition, but also drowsy Pokemon are more likely to fail to act, and the speed of all ice Pokemon is boosted, so that's actually a really cool type of new weather to add into the game. There's also a brand new status condition called the Obscured status, where your Pokemon is going to be concealed in mud, raising the chance of evading your opponent's moves. There's also a new status condition called Primed, where your Pokemon has adopted a hard-hitting stance, increasing the damage that it deals with its attacks. There's some other status conditions as well, such as Wild Might, Terrific Might, and Terrible Might, where it says here your stats are going to be boosted and you're going to take reduced damage from status like Poison. There's also a new weather condition called Strong Sunlight, which is going to increase the speed for all Grass-type Pokemon, and then there's also a new weather called Fog, where all moves are going to be less accurate apart from the moves that are always going to hit, like Aerial Ace. It looks like there's also going to be a new grit system, which basically gives you an extra amount of stat boost from 1 to 10, and that's how you're basically going to be able to raise the stats of your Pokemon even more. So that's why like Pokemon at level 6 have like 60 HP, so you can actually raise the grit for all your stats for all the Pokemon. Something really kind of interesting that people discovered is that the character Ingo, who was a subway boss from Pokemon Black and White with Generation 5, is actually a warden in this game apparently, and it looks like he kind of time traveled and just doesn't have his memories anymore, and is just straight up going to be a warden and like a main character inside of this game, which I find really cool. This game is actually also going to be using Nintendo's brand new online servers, so you can expect the connectivity for the online features in this game to be a little better than what you've been used to with Pokemon games in the past. It also looks like that Game Freak actually listened to a lot of the feedback for the recent Pokemon games, because in this game, for the 3D models, there's a total of 73 people that worked on them compared to only 42 that worked on them in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And then in terms of the animations, there's a total of 53 people that worked on the animations for Pokemon Legends Arceus compared to only 38 which worked on them with Pokemon Sword and Shield, and so that actually explains why a lot of the animations in this game look really cool. Like the move Flamethrower in this game looks really epic in this game. I'm actually very happy with how it looks, and so a lot of the moves really did get kind of a makeover and they look really impressive and have high quality animations in this game. There's even proper scaling, so Pokemon like Palkia, which are supposed to be really big, do appear very big in the overworld, so I'm very happy that they finally decided to add that. And then finally, the last thing that we have here is some type of brand new space-time distortion mechanic, where apparently in the game, like you're randomly just going to get these kind of rifts, and it could potentially be a new shiny hunting mechanic. We're not really sure about it, but it is something that's kind of new and something kind of cool that happens in the game. And so yeah, there you go guys, that is every single leak that has come out for Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below and let me know how you guys feel about this. How are you guys feeling about this game? To be honest with you guys, I'm actually very excited and very impressed with a lot of the stuff that has come out for it. I've actually never been this excited for a Pokemon game in a really long time, so I'm really looking forward to when I'm going to be getting my copy. So I'm actually very excited for this game. Definitely let me know how you guys feel about this, and also if you have somebody as well who wants to know about the leaks, definitely share this video around. This is one video that just has all the leaks put together into this one compiled video, so definitely be sure to share this video around. I would really appreciate it. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on the bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at @ActualArrow so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.